Hello everyone, it is I, the Obsessive Gamer, and today we're doing a channel update. And the reason we're doing that is not because we're kind of late on content, okay, we kind of are, but we are going to be having something up very soon in a few days. This content is a little longer, a little bigger, but it's coming, so don't you worry. I'm not going on some lull, go away or anything like that here. But the main reason I'm making this video here is to discuss what's exactly going on with the channel, especially to people who've been subscribed to this channel for quite some time, and the fact that things have changed up somewhat, and I want to give an update to everything and what's coming soon as well, as planned, that is. So right now, as many of you may have noticed, and many of you have actually subscribed for, is the fact that I've started this cut content series, specifically heavily on Pokemon especially too, where I have obviously went over a lot of the cut material in video games in general, and Pokemon right now of course, and you guys have liked it a lot, and I mean a lot. You guys have liked it. The viewership for this channel has been up quite a bit, I would say, and I'm planning to definitely keep making more of these videos as we go forward. Right now I finished Pokemon Generation 1, and I'm planning to make more of Pokemon as well with Generation 2 and some other cut content of other series. The Mario 64 is one I'm really planning to hit up soon as well. Eventually, maybe down the road, maybe hit up some Zelda as well and some other games. But Pokemon is still a heavy focus of it, and Generation 2 is definitely planned to come soon. My next video isn't a cut content episode, but it's something Pokemon related too, so Pokemon fans don't have anything to worry about. Pokemon's not going away from this channel. It's a heavy stayer of this channel too, and it's going to be staying for quite some time. Or permanently with this channel, because a lot of you like Pokemon and love Pokemon too. However, the other main thing I want to talk about is that some of you who've been with this channel for a while may remember what I like to call the main series. Well, by that, I mean you had this little series that went on that many of you newer people don't know about, where it's basically me having the scripted content about basically anything gaming related. It could be a game I played, it could be a gaming topic, and I do it in a very comedic fashion but informative fashion too at the same time. Prime examples of this, of course, are anything from my Castlevania 101 videos, my Why Link Should Not Talk, the Problems of Ice World, my very first one, which is pretty shit at this point because of how much I went up in quality. And for you Pokemon fans, the Pokemon crime organizations compared to real-life counterparts, or whatever that video was called. I can't remember. That was a shitty title, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, I'm planning to revive that series, and it hasn't been around for 3 years now. Good God. So the reason I originally put it down for those who are still subscribed for that content is that it was a very taxing series. Required scripting, shooting, and editing, and these were very, very long editing processes. And was very busy in life at that point. I still am very busy with life, which is why the next video is just taking a little bit longer than it should. Otherwise, I'd make videos far more frequently if I wasn't working a full-time job and doing a lot of other stuff alongside it too. But yeah, basically, I'm planning to revive this series now that I've organized my schedule a bit and have something more consistent going with this channel. So I'm planning to revive this comedic informative series known as the main series. And the reason I call it the main series is not because it's the show that'll appear the most, but what I would say revolves around the character of the Obsessive Gamer best. Because you see, the Obsessive Gamer is a character I made. It doesn't totally reflect who I am as a person, but it's more of a character I made for this show altogether. Cut content may be a show that's totally serious, totally telling you serious information, no comedy, maybe a little bit here and there touches, but that's a serious show. While the main series, TOG, by the way, if we want to really call it something, is basically a show that's still very informative, just as much as cut content. Just a lot of skits, a lot of comedy through it, and some people really like that. And of course, some of you have asked, when is Castlevania 101 Part 3 coming as part of the main series, of course? And that's actually being planned as part of the return of the main series show. Because it's coming later on actually in this year, first and foremost, is the plan. And the reason I'm actually putting off until later on this year is because COVID needs to kind of slow down, because, you know, I need people to do some of the skits involving this. While Obsessive Gamer is a one-man show on literally everything, shooting, editing, everything around it, I do still get some people to come if I want a certain skit done. But yeah, and this one requires a skit because of something major that happens at the end of it in this character arc, story arc that's somewhat underneath all of Castlevania 101. But yeah, so those of you who have subscribed, it will be coming back as planned later this year, and it'll be more consistent right afterwards too. But yeah, basically I'm planning to continue this main series, and a lot has changed, I would say, since that era. For those who have been wondering what has really changed with my setup too, well, here's my current setup too, where, as you can see, I've completely replaced my TV stand, and I've added a lot of shelves to actually store my games now too. A lot of games, and ignore the fans that are here too. But yeah, and of course we got some boxes and some stuff around here too, some display art. But yeah, a lot has changed up, as you can see, in 4 years. My setup is completely different, and I like to think internally that the Obsessive Gamer has evolved within these 4 years. I gotta make some joke about that in my next Castlevania 101 Part 3. As to why it took so long, or maybe not. Maybe make it self-contained. I don't know. I still gotta rework the script. Because I did write some sort of script, and I don't feel it's good enough for what I really want out of it. So it's probably gonna get a complete rewrite. I have the footage for the most part recorded. The gaming footage, the in-person footage is somewhat recorded, but it's outdated and had an outdated joke in it. I don't want the outdated jokes. I'm gonna take out jokes that are only meant for that era, because I had some stupid iPhone 10 joke in there, and well, we're past the iPhone 10 now. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so as for my other series, we of course had gaming problems, which is at the moment on a complete hiatus because there isn't much interest for it. Simply, it's a series I really loved. It's a good series that I went over. But it's not really anything people really care too much about, and I think it's just the fact that people stopped caring about people complaining about games, and it's fair, because it did well for quite a while, but the series started to kind of dwindle by the end, and I actually had someone else editing it too in the last year, which was Nightwind, and he did a pretty good job, I would say, with what there was, but in the end it was not exactly doing so well, so I stashed it and decided to do more analysis videos, more other kind of videos, and I explored into something that will replace it. And I say cut content is the replacement for that, as the number 2 show of this channel. But in terms of anything else, like game save state, that's dead. Podcast series, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing podcasts anymore. I hate that show. Sorry to Nightwind because he edited that, but I like this channel as a creative channel to put out something that looks like a good outlet of what I do. And it is a good outlet of what I do. I want to be something I'm happy about. And Save State really didn't do that. It was no real creativity to it. It was just a bunch of me and a bunch of people giving a banter really about games and news and whatnot. And that's the thing. Any video I put out, I want to be at least happy about it. And reached a good quality of what it is. That's why I'm not going to just pump out a random video right now. Okay, I am doing that right now, but it's a channel update. I want to tell you guys what's going on, so what other way can I really do that? But yeah, I don't want to pump out some random video, just giving my opinion on something and putting it online. No, I want to actually give you guys some good, high-quality content of what's coming and what I'm planning to do. As always, you guys can always ask me any questions about this channel. You guys can always comment about what's going on this channel and what you want, and we can always see what we can do. So everyone, I'm not going to tell you guys to subscribe because I imagine you guys are already subscribers, but if you aren't subscribers and you decide to just check this out anyways, hit that subscribe button too. But otherwise, thank you for watching.